Hi everyone, Rosemarie Neumayer here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me. And today's video is going to be an unboxing video for doll clothes. So, because if you caught my earlier video, I added Toby here to my collection. He's my very first 18-inch boy, also my first American girl doll. And I love him. He is a custom by Blaine. Blaine. So, but yeah, at Blaine, that's his channel. So anyway, you probably already know that though. Most of you found me because of him. So, but anyway, so I was so happy to add Toby, and as luck would have it, Maplelea was having a sale, a spring cleaning sale. And so I was like, oh, well, you know what happened. I bought some stuff. So let's get into the box and have a look. So this might be a little loud. Apologies for that. Try and keep it as quiet as possible as we get into it. Okay. Alrighty. Now, things that I did get, because I've been wanting one of these. So there's the Maplelea Mousse. He just comes in a bag like that. Oh, I hate that crinkle. I'm just gonna... have to cut it open. There we go. Didn't want to... That loud, hard plastic, that's the worst sound. But anyway, so he's in the last chance section, the Maplelea Mousse. I'm not sure if that... which I thought was surprising because, you know, he's been around for ages, but if he's not going away, I definitely want to make sure I got one of him because I love this little guy. He's so cute. And he has his little scarf. Oh, okay. So if you're wondering, the little scarf is sewn on. There's a couple little stitches at the front here, keeping it in place. He's a sock monkey moose. And he's supposed to be the same body size, basically. Yep, pretty well, of the doll. And there we go. Yeah, thereabouts. So anything he would wear would just be like a little shorter, because you can put some of the clothes on the moose should you wish. So that's that little guy. He's very cute. Oh gosh, very well made too, actually. So I was very impressed with that, and I love the little Canadian scarf. A little bit of Canadiana there. So that's the moose, and I just set him down there. I just have a little table. Okay, and then let's just jump into the first box here. Carcross Desert Boots. That's what these are. And oh, they've also tucked in a pair of, I got a pair of glasses as well. And the glasses, these were just coming like this. So I wanted to get them. The picture on these, they look actually in the first picture like they're sunglasses, like shades, but they're not. They're actually just little clear glasses, which you see when you check out the rest of the picture. And I was like, oh, okay, good, because I wanted that for my girlies. So it's nice to have, and they're pink and blue, which, you know, lovely. So I wanted to have that. These were on sale for $3.50, so Canadian. So I was like, oh, that's... yeah, it's a really good price. That's half price. So I got those. And then back into the boots. And that was a good idea too, tucking them in the box, keep them safe for transit. And of course, there's all the journal pages. You've got the English and the French, and there's a blank page as well. Yep, all there. Okay, and so into the boots, and they just talk about, actually, what does this talk about? They've got the little item, what these go to, which is nice. And then out of curiosity, because, you know, I've learned quite a bit about Canada reading some of these things. And then, like, even though I live here, but it's still a great way to explore your country. So Sandy's, so Yukon Sandy Secrets. Okay, tucked between towering mountains and sparkling lakes far up north in Canada's Yukon, there's a place that might surprise you called Carcross Desert. It's only 2.6 square kilometers, about the size of a small airport, With its surface covered in pure sand that constantly shifts and forms rippling dunes, it sure looks and feels like a desert. However, technically, it's not a real desert. Carcross receives about 28 centimeters of precipitation per year, mostly in the form of snow. A true desert gets under 25 centimeters of precipitation annually. Oh, and they have more thing about that, and which I'll read later. But with flowers and things like that, and visitors and stuff. That's really cool. And you know what? I did not know about this place. So now I know. It's really neat. It's just like little bits like that you just, because Canada is huge. This, like, second largest country in the world. It's vast, massive, and there's just so much and so many different landscapes. And I mean, you could spend a lifetime exploring all of it. And I have been, coast to coast. I've done that. Over the course of my life, like back when I was able to travel a lot, I did coast to coast, but yeah, there was still, and even then, even just being in one province, from one end of the province to the other, it changes so much because they're just like big. Because, I mean, if this was Europe, they'd be considered countries, each province, because of the size of them. So, but low population. Anyway, so there we go. There's the little booties. Okay, confession. I used to work in shoes. I spent 3.5 years of my life in shoes. And I'm going to put this box down, actually, because it's in my way. And, of course, working in shoes, I developed a love for shoes. It's just something that happens. You either end up loving or hating the product when you work retail. And I developed a love for shoes. And I just have to say that when the little shoes would come in, because I'm a size 10, okay? So if you're a guy, that's like an 8 for you. So that's a big foot, but again, tall person. So, feet proportionate. I'd look really silly with size 5 feet. But anyway, so I have size 10 feet. And so I'm wearing like these shoes, and I'm like, and they always look like, it doesn't matter when the size 5s would come in, like, and sometimes we'd even get 4, which was a very specialty size. But they were just adorable. There was just something so cute about how small they are. So these tiny little shoes, like, look at these little boots. Oh, so cute. They're just like, yeah, this is gonna be a problem. I'm going to end up having all the shoes because I like dolls before discovering the Maplelea lineup. All the dolls that I have, their shoes are all like and well, my Ruby Reds, they have beautiful real shoes. You could, like, if you were that size, you could walk around in them, no problem. Same with the Maplelea. But before that, I mean, any of my doll collection, it was all plastic shoes. So I wasn't, too about the shoes. It's like, okay, well, whatever. Okay, put the shoes on so they have them, but it wasn't a big deal. But these little miniature real shoes, oh, they hit me in all the feels. It's just like, wow. And I just thought these would be so fun for Toby to have, because they're such a beautiful little boot, and just little tan boot. And I know that his foot is, a lot smaller than the typical Maplelea, but they're still bigger than my Newberry dolls. And my Newberry dolls will wear most of the Maplelea stuff too. So, yeah. And then there we go. It looks so cute. Anyway. So I'm not going to put it all on. What I'll do is I'll do a couple of shorts afterwards with him in a couple of the different things so you can get an idea for it. Because that's just a lot. So put those aside, and journal pages. Yeah, they had a pretty decent sale, so I got a few things. 12. I believe was the count on the receipt there. Okay, and so this is, just jumping into it, Confederation Classics. This is the other pair of shoes that I got because they were on sale as well. And I was like, so cute. Oh, like, look at that. That is so cute. Oh, so cute. Anyway, and then there's the info on them at the journal pages. And Dapper Dudes at Charlottetown. Ah, yes, it's September 1864, and the most important meeting in Canadian history is about to begin in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. But before these men can create a country, they had to get dressed. So yes, and I actually, okay, I didn't have a boy doll at the time, but back at Christmas when I bought the PJs, they also had, because I've loved the Christmas PJs. I've become obsessed. So I had to get my girls, my two Maplelea girls, the Christmas PJs, and they had them on sale. And so I got the PJs, and then but they also had the Rural Roots, the boy outfit on sale. Oh, with the little bow tie and the buffalo plaid. Oh, I was like, I know I'm gonna be getting a boy doll. That's in the works. I want one. I'm gonna do that at some point down the road. So I just thought I'll just grab that so he has something to wear. So I actually have that outfit, but these shoes with that, like, so good. This is gonna look amazing. So yes, I do have that outfit. So and that's my only boy outfit that I had. You know. And of course there's some standard things like, you know, unisex stuff, but I don't know. Toby just doesn't seem like the type of boy that would wear a dress. Just yeah. It doesn't seem to work with him. Okay, and so I also got the set that has the dress, because this was on for half price, so it was $20. So I got the dress in large because the different sizings were on sale. So obviously they had a lot hanging around of the large dress. This is Salah's dress, and I love this dress. This is so cute. And it'll just go on any of my girls, but I love it so much with its little pattern. Like, seriously. Okay, I'll stop gushing about it and I'll just show you. But look at that. Isn't that adorable? Like, look at that. It's got little snowy owls and moose and polar bears and Arctic fox and seals. Just so cute. Love it. So cute. And it's a dress with me thing. So this thing has a bigger version. Like I said, I got the large because that was the one that was on for $20. So like I said, obviously they had the most of this particular size. There's the journal pages, and then of course, okay, so, oh, interesting. Okay, so this has 3 journal pages, a blank, Francais, and English. But what it is it's yeah. So it's how to, like, it's Inuit Inuktitut things, and you need to figure out what the names are and then put them in the English. That's a kind of a cute idea. It's an interesting way to do that, to involve that in it. And so this is the full size, the large. So I'll just show it off. Thankfully, there are quite a few little girls at present in my life, so I will be able to give this dress to one of them. The question is just which one? It's so beautiful. It almost makes me want to have more to be able to give to others. And absolutely, as a kid, this is exactly the type of dress I would have worn. Honestly, if this was in my size, even as an adult, I'd wear it because it's so comfy. It's just a giant t-shirt, right? And okay, there's the pattern. I mean, look at how adorable that pattern is. And there's a piece of tissue paper between the layers, if you're wondering about the crinkling, and little icebergs and all the animals. And yeah, it's just beautiful. So that's going to be a lovely little gift there. I need a bigger table. Okay, so what we got here? Oh yeah, I got some of the dinosaurs. That's why there was 12, because they do this little paleontologist set where you get bags of dinosaurs, and I was just like, oh, that's fun, like little skeletons, the fossilized skeletons there. So I just thought, you know, that would be fun to have as a prop for photos, because I do like taking pictures, and they're just fun too. It's an interesting thing though, because you get them in a bag of 10 of all of one type of dinosaur. And then from there you can, you know, mix and match. But I was like, wouldn't it have made sense to just take all the types of dinosaur and put one of each in a bag and sell that? But yeah. Okay. I guess they're kind of anticipating that children lose things. Not that I did. Oh, I lost one Polly Pocket accessory once, because it was the one of those water ones and you could play with it in the bathtub, and I did. And somehow the little dragonfly for this set, which was my favorite, of course, ended up going down the drain because I couldn't find it anywhere after the tub. And that's it. That's the thing I lost. Because, yeah, I was a very details-oriented child, like, and again, head injury kids, so yeah. Just changes your priorities. Okay, like I said, I've said this before, there's a lot of overlap between head injury and autism and even ADHD, just because it's a brain, and brains can only react. Actually, these are really, wow, that's sturdy plastic, like, nice. They can only react in so many different ways, so, and actually with these, I'll probably split them up with some of the kids, and, you know, the ones who like the dinos, and give them some fossils, keep a set for myself, and, yeah, for pictures, and then, yeah. I love when my family members and friends have children, because it's like, yay, kids! I can spoil them. Because, like, myself, I can't, so, yeah. Anyway, so, oh, yes, and I went over they still had that hair flare giveaway on. I guess they had a certain amount of sets stocked, you know, set aside for that, and it didn't happen, so I got, I went over the limit for that, so I got, the brush, and then the free brush and the free little giveaways there, little hair elastics and stuff like that, so, and clips, which is quite cute. So that'll be good for doing little hairstyles. Okay, and now, okay, 3 more to go. You know, as you just see my shoulder. Okay, 3 more to go. Oh, I just ripped that box. Oops. Oh well. Style Basics is the name of this one. Oh yeah, because this was on for $25. So I was like, sweet. Been meaning to pick up this set because it has all the little under things. So there's the little socks and 2 little pairs of panties, and then we have tights in 3 colors. So this is just a solid, and then this one has the little hearts. Oh, that's cute. Oh, they're little hearts. Little heart design into that. And then there's a solid pair of white, just for when you're doing outfits and things like that. And again, there's little journal pages in here. Yeah. If you're curious, because now I am, like, what is it? These are about not so basic Canadian tidbits. Okay, so just little factoids. And so put that there. Put that back. Can't believe I ripped the box. Oh wow. It'll just be like a thing. Okay. Next is Dory Days. Okay, so this is the one, this is a set for Jenna, actually. And I decided that it would be a good one to get, in part, for Toby, because it just, to me, it just looked like so cute, and the coloring I love. So, but it's an orange t-shirt with a sailboat on it, and a little jacket with fishies. And then it comes with a little sporty skirt too, but which, of course, as you can see here, and again, just wonderful quality cotton. Like, you know, if it wasn't for the fact that these have Velcro in the back, like a real kid could wear them. So yeah, that's the full set there in front of the box. And the pages on this talk about Dory Days. It's all from Jenna's perspective. Um, it's a boat racing, basically, sailboat type thing. So there you go. And so this one, though, I'm just kind of curious to see if I was right, because I had in mind that this would look really cute actually with what he already has. So for this one, I will swap it out. Okay, so we're gonna slip you out of the long sleeve top. And I was just like, I think this would look really cute on him, because it's just a fun, bright, colorful t-shirt. And funny enough, Blaine's favorite color is actually orange, which makes total sense. It's a life color. He's very vibrant, so. And I just thought this would be a fun little t-shirt. And I like fun, bright colors myself. My favorite is pink, and my second favorite is green. Sometimes tied, but yeah. See, that looks really good on him with the jeans that he has on already. And the little jacket. And that's just, like, that's the beauty of these things. You can, like, mix and match, right? You don't have to keep an outfit together. And I was just like, this will look so fun. And like, this is a heavy duty zipper here. Okay, like the teeth are plastic, but it's a metal closure on the zipper. So even there, like, just the quality, amazing. Like, seriously, so good. These fabrics are fantastic. Okay, so there's the jacket on him. See, that looks so cute. I love that. That's so fun. And then we can just zip this up here for you, Toby. Show that off. Line the zipper up. There we go. Oh, and wow. Wish my clothes had a nice zipper like that. You know, I almost feel that this is better than like a zipper on my coat. At least the way it goes up, it definitely. But yeah, that looks so good. And yeah, so good. I love it. Okay, so that's what that one. And then the next one is the last in the box. And this is Bush Pilot Set, which is exactly what started this whole thing when I saw the sale. And I was like, the sale items. And I was like, and for the record, I love seaplanes. I love them. It's ever since I was a kid. Absolutely just fascinated by these planes that could land on water. Like, that's amazing. My papa, who's my grandfather, my grandparents raised me, and my papa was a avid outdoorsman and hunter, and he would go every fall. He would go moose hunting. And because he was a responsible hunter, he was also conservationist. He had a plot of land where he planted trees and all this stuff, and it's just, so I grew up planting trees, and so part of me loves planting trees. It's just like, yes, plant trees. I think everybody should, at least once in your life, you should absolutely go and plant trees. And it's just, so anyway, rambling there, but it's just one of those things, and it's just such a nice feeling. And so anyway, he would tell us when he would go hunting, for the moose hunting, and he would, although personally but it wasn't never a sport hunting thing. It was absolutely, I'm hunting the moose to eat the moose. And responsible in the sense that in the correct times and stuff like that to keep the species safe. So, but anyway, he would go with a group of friends or some family, and they would fly into the bush, and a lot of the times they would use a seaplane, and that was fantastic to see. At one point, he even picked up an old school, like when video cameras came out and you could have them recording on a little VHS, and he had one of those little video cameras. And then yeah, so he actually took some of the video of the plane landing, and so I got to see it, because I was just so fascinated by these amazing planes that could land on water. And I actually got to see one once on a lake in person, and I was just like, that is so cool. I mean, because it is. It's just, I mean, it's walking on water. I mean, it's beyond that because you're landing on the water. So for me, I wanted this set. And I was just so happy to get it. So here it is. Without further ado, we start with this lovely bright blue hoodie. I love the colors on this. And it has, again, that nice zipper, plastic teeth, but metal, real metal, for the closure. And just gorgeous. And then here it has on the one arm, it says explore. This also makes me think to a lot of the movie Up There, you know, adventure is out there. And then it says bush pilot on the side. So that's the little blue hoodie. And then it says Maplelea Northern Aviation on the shirt. And the shirt is actually a kind of an almost a navy blue and like a bright green, kind of like a Kelly green. And then just in case the camera doesn't pick that up, so that's the little top that comes with it. And then it comes with a pair of pants, and these are just kind of like a comfy track pant type thing. Almost have a bit of a riding look to them, with the stitching here at the knees. Yeah, so just bright, nice red. So that's the Northern Aviation set, like that, with the hoodie. So when I love the fact that like the color of the hoodie is mirrored in the stitching on the pants and the knee, and then we tie in the red from the red on there as well. So it's just, again, that lovely attention to detail. Just fantastic. And it's gonna look so good on Toby. And then here's the lovely little journal pages on this, and it's about bush planes, and goes on to talk about those and there is such a history of bush planes in Canada, because again, like I was saying, there's so much land and so much of it's undeveloped, and with good reason. It's wild and in some cases kind of barren, and ecosystems are so important. We need to preserve those. But anyway, so the bush pilots and the seaplanes are the way that they would get up there. And so this talks about that and how those came about. So it says here, when World War I ended, young Canadian men trained in the exciting but dangerous skill of flying combat planes returned home. There was a surplus of flying aircraft that the government was selling off. This gave rise to a new type of pioneering, bush flying. Within a few years, these daring young men were using these planes to fly into places in Canada's north that could not be accessed any other way. They flew over bush, lakes, muskeg, and mountains where they explored, mapped, and serviced the hinterlands for logging, mining, and oil companies. And so that talks about that. And just, again, where people are living and it's almost impossible to get to and get supplies. So anyway, so these small planes were used to fly workers into the north, but just as important, they were there to fly them out, especially when there was a medical emergency. Soon, bush planes carried all sorts of things: mail, medicine, machinery, even dynamite. Yeah, that would be for the miners. When a big machine like a bulldozer was needed, it would be disassembled and the parts carried on several flights and then reassembled at its destination. And that's how they get the equipment all the way up there. These early planes had few comforts. Even in winter, pilots and their passengers would be in open cockpit planes. The below zero temperatures and constant wind were challenging to withstand. I would bet that would be chilly. The first bush planes were surplus from World War I, had wheels to land on, but few places in the north had suitable flat ground on which to land. So new planes were developed that had skis on them for landing on snow or frozen lakes. Later on, air-filled pontoons were added to enable them to land on water. These developments greatly opened up the number of places where bush planes could safely land. After much trial and error, bush planes were adapted to successfully carry large loads of water and were used to fight forest fires. Yeah, that's the other part where these come in. And that's when you see, they've got a picture actually of a forest fighting one there, dropping the water. Like, that's amazing. Just seeing that happen, just bring on the rain. Anyway, while there were now a number of towns in the north that have airports and regular passenger and freight service, bush planes are still an essential way to access and service the very remote parts of Canada's north. And again, it has the little bits that, you know, lists everything that comes in it. So if, you know, for your records, should you want to keep things organized so that you can later reference. And that's it. That's, yeah, that's it. That's my haul. Yep, just checking. That's everything. So I've shown everything off, and it's just, yeah, why not? Let's, you know what, let's do it. Let's put Toby in the last outfit, because I've got him here, and let's put him in the Bush Pilot set. That's, why not? It's exciting for me. I want to do that. So I want to see him in it, because it is such a cute set. I just love it. And I was very happy to see it go on sale. And, you know, I don't remember. Off the top of my head, I really don't remember what it was going for. But anyway, this will look adorable on him. And I'll put Mr. Moose back into the box. There we go. And he's so cute. You know, even with just the jeans, this looks great. Wow. Okay. See? Like, it's true. A good pair of jeans can get you far. That looks so good. And okay, this is a nice long t-shirt. Slipping out of these. If you hear a little pitter-patter, it's because we're having a light rainfall. So I'm actually doing pretty decent at the moment. But, yeah, lots of rain coming over the next couple days. But I thought, let's just do this. You can see me struggle. Because these are a little bit more of a close fit than the jeans. Also, these are a little longer, I think. You know, no, thinking about it, I was quite surprised actually, because I was expecting American Girl to be, because they look so much like my Newberries. So I was expecting them to be the same, what's the word? Limb length. That's it. But they're actually a bit longer, because the Newberries are actually a little shorter. They were advertised as an 18-inch girl, but they're actually 17 and a half if you get out your measure tape. So their limbs are actually very similar to these, but just a little shorter. And funny enough, they're actually a little bit chubbier, just a smidgy. So they have a very, very chubby look. I was surprised actually with how lean the American Girl body was, simply because my experience had been through that. Okay, so you just kind of have to, they're a little baggy on him, but that's okay. And then I can just kind of hike it up a little more. And there we go. So that looks really cute on him. Yeah, it does. I love it. And then put him in the little boots, because that's what I picked up these for, because I thought these would look really cute with this outfit. And I actually had a pair of desert boots for a while when I was, in my 20s, and they were, well, I'd inherited them from my grandmother, so my teen years into my 20s, and wore them a lot because they were just really, really comfortable. And I love suede. I have bunions on both my feet. I was born with them. And so suede is amazing. Yeah, it's just an amazing thing to have on your foot, because it's a leather, but so it breathes, but it also just gives around your foot as well, because It's just, they're soft, and I'll put that knife away so I don't cut anything by accident. But yeah, they're just soft, and they just give around that problematic area on the foot there. So it's very important to have proper foot support and proper shoes. You should always wear good shoes because, I mean, everything starts in your feet. Everything. So anyway, so there we go. There he is in the little boots. So cute. I love the way that looks. Okay. And so let's put on the final piece. And we'll stick him in the adventure hoodie. Come on, chubby little fingers. That right hand is a little wider than the other one, so that'll be the trickier one to put on. And then put the back one. There we go. Yeah, the left is a lot easier. So, oh, that looks so good. Okay, here you go, cutie. And there is Toby in his bush pilot set. Yes, love it. And the hood can come up as well, should he wish. But I don't think I'll be doing that really, because I don't want to damage these curls. I love these curls. Oh, I love them. So cute. Okay. And then, yeah, all done. He looks so good. You could go and fly a plane. I love the fit too. It's really nice. I'm really happy with that. So he looks super cute. So that is my big haul. So I guess it's safe to say my doll purchasing drought is over. But it's just a small little thing. It's just timing, right? Because Toby came up and I had to have Toby, and then that other American Girl, the Welly Wisher guy, came up on Marketplace, and it was just like, ah. So my husband, who keeps an eye on for me, got him. And then, yeah, and I have one coming from Ruby Red Fashion Friends, which I'm really excited about, because I had to have her. And it's actually Sibley, so it's the shorter 12-inch, okay, not that short, but like yay short, they're 12 inches. And yeah, so I'll show her off when she comes as well. But yeah, so that's, oh, it looks so good. And so that's, yeah, so that's it. I guess I should say goodbye now. So, you know what? I'll just hold on to you. I don't want to risk dropping you. So thanks very much for joining me, and hope you enjoyed seeing the little outfits and sale shopping with me, with Maplelea, because that's what I did. And you have yourself a wonderful day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.